You know, if y'all don't mind, I want to tell y'all how me and God and the ancestors work. First, he showed me, I told you, I was the younger brother of Jesus. So I saw all the nether rules. I don't remember none of them. And it's way more than they got out here in the earth that we done heard of. Probably even buried shit. But we talking about God kids here, y'all. If you a guy, you have a lot of kids too. Anyway. Gotta put them somewhere. Hey, go to Earth. I don't know how that part go. But anyway, okay, so mine happened through a near-death experience, but even without that near-death experience, I still would have felt it. Because, I guess because I might have had too many of them. I don't know. Anyway. What it is, it'd be like, the whole time, in me, this is my experience. All them times that I had these voices in my head, you know how we all have these voices in our head as kids and shit growing up. And you be like, you ask your mom, how you know which one God talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But anyway, for me, it was like, when I finally got a certain age, which was like 37, 38, it was like he expanded. He expanded and expanded, whatever the opposite of expanded is. And, And when it did that, all that information, all them words was him, but it wasn't him. In turn, I'm gonna show you how it worked. First, it was him, and then he introduced me to my grandparents, which would be the logical DNA genetic thing to do. Introduce somebody to their grandparents. So that's what he did. He introduced me to my grandparents, which is the oldest grandparent. Even though he introduced me to the oldest grandparents that showed me how they incarnated all the way up to the newest grandparents, basically. Just like that, boom. All right. Then he basically said, these are the main three voices in your head, you know. So after that, he said Ra and Anubis. Ra first started with God. He introduced me to Ra and Anubis, then my grandparents. That's how that go. And basically it was like you're in the Akashic Records right here. So it's basically like I'm the kind of person who can talk to God. I can call God, but I talk to God anytime. He's like everywhere I go, he go. So I'm like this is vessel almost. So it ain't nothing. It's just like there's something inside of me, and that's God. You feel me? It's in all of us, though. I'm sure they have hope, though. But so once I got there, I was like, oh, okay. So basically, so then when he introduced my grandparent, he started introducing me to different energies. And if I be totally clueless of the energy that I'm getting, my grandparents will tell me their name sometimes, but it ain't normally that easy though, y'all. Sometimes they won't tell me the name because it's a test for us all. Like, that's a way for me also to understand, for me to understand soulmate. Because I understand soulmates through that right there, that bodily structure that it's like a blueprint plan. Like you gotta go by this, you know. That's some deep stuff. I'm already forgetting. Oh yeah. So basically, that's what it is. So it's like I'm asking God. Let me say I'm talking to God. So basically, it's like God introduced me to my grandparents. So it's like for me, all the messages that come through my thoughts or whatever, God get it first anyway. And it'll get to my grandparents sometimes Normally, just stay with them. I keep conversation with them. I chop it up with them. Like, we can go bar for bar. I can go bar for bar with the creator and my ancestors and my grandparents. That's how close of energy we got. Like, I ain't never had nobody to really rap. Not saying I want nobody to rap with. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It was a time and point in my life I wanted somebody to rap with, and I couldn't find nobody to rap with, bro, except my one dude, Sonny Kane, but he was so busy with the women, we really couldn't spend a lot of time together. So I spent a lot of time with myself, and I used to complain to God about I ain't have a rap partner. So over time, I started building this energy with God, and I started noticing stuff. But when I really did, in these last 5 years, I tapped into what I used to notice and couldn't really get a grip of. And we literally go bar for bar. That lets me also know how elevated my energy is. And that's a good thing, especially when it comes down to death. So, but yeah, we can go bar for bar. So basically, it's like, you basically in the Kasha record, I be joking, but I don't be joking. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to bother me, but you done ruin it. We had 4 or 5 years to do it. And God was just pouring all that good stuff in me. And I was really energetic, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But even if I would have got saved out of that temporary energy at that moment, it still would have balanced out right, bro. We would have all made a lot of money and a lot of change. But this way supposed to have been happening too, though. So it wouldn't have been no book without this process. So at the end of the day, it's all to the good. You can't make a book without a book. I mean, you can't make a book without a story, so you gotta have a finishing ending of the story, I guess. But yeah, that's how I pretty much did it. That's how I stayed on it. Like, once you elevate so high, you gonna start to know. I told y'all, man, it's like the friction in your hair and in your pants. I don't even know if y'all noticed it, but the more in the text that we done got, the less of that frequency done even been, in our presence. So, you know how you get in a car, you touch it, you might hear the static. That static used to go on all the time. You used to get on my nerves in school, especially in kindergarten. But the more that we advance something, you know what I'm saying? So that lets us know right there, our energy is off. It might not actually be the technology, it might be the fact that our energy just is off. Like I said about this situation. Like, this situation was pretty dramatic. If it were 5 or 6 of these situations, it was catastrophic when it comes down to the actual energy that we can't see, but it's just as relevant to us as H2O. So that's that. Study your elements. That's why I said follow the earth. You can't follow nothing else, you better follow the earth. For real. Because the guy, God built everything to go in a certain direction. And if you decide to take it upon yourself to go in the opposite direction, then you're in the way. To spinning top, spinning left, don't make it go right. But yeah, so when I realized how close God was with us, I realized, oh my God, it's as simple of a thought. So just imagine when we were young and we were thinking these old nasty thoughts and watching this stuff on TV. Just imagine, bro. And when I got to the point to where I elevated to even notice that, let's say I went on now and watched the P word, and no homo, but I went on there and watched the P word. Each one of my eyes, I can tell by which one of my eyes I cry out of one eye, but it'd be one or the other. And one of my eyes is Ra crying, and the other one is Anubis crying. And normally it depends on the individual that's in front of me. Is they part of Ra or Anubis line? You feel what I'm saying? So in this case, it just was me. So they both was crying. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be one. It depends on how long I watch it. And I studied that for a while, but I really wasn't into it. They knew what I was doing. We knew what we were doing. But they were teaching me how to learn my gifts. So if you is a part, let's say Diddy is a part of Anubis family line, and if he came and did something wrong to me, if he said one conversation with me and he walked off, and if it was totally a terrible bad agenda, immediately one of my eyes would have dropped a tear, and that probably would have been Anubis' eye. Because Anubis was gonna go ahead and clean his ass on out of here. He wouldn't even be here to do what he doing now. You know, go ahead, clean him on out of here. But you get what I'm saying? But look, not like that. I'm just saying that's pretty much how it worked though. My energy. And we all got this. We all got these secret, unique abilities. That's in. It depends on. For me, it depends on your main chakra. Whatever your main chakra is. But, you know, that's how I go by being a teacher that ain't properly had an education to study for. I had to go through this through hardship. I had to learn this through hardship. I had to learn how to clean myself up, take myself up, and, you know, snap my bones back in place and all that stuff on my own. There wasn't nobody gonna take me to the hospital. I had to learn how to strengthen my bones because they were so weak. Sometimes I kept getting in the fight and they kept snapping. I could show you the bones. If I was in front of you, you'll be able to tell because they'd be deformed from the rest of the bone. I snapped them suckers back in place while I'm fighting. I thought my bones were weak. One of my brothers said, you got weak bones or something. Cause we here with a lot of rings together, bro. And I kept snapping my hand. I kept snapping stuff, bro. But I think by that time, them girls started doing magic on me. And most of my homies that I know that was high priestesses around me, they all died. They didn't die, but they caught this bone disease. And everybody keeps saying alcohol, but I ain't never known alcohol get that many people that kind of bone disease. Even if they did drink a lot, you know? That's when I started noticing people putting magic on people, bro. Well, I've been noticing it, but you know, that's a different story, though. So I had to learn this stuff as I go, bro. Like I said, I ain't want to be no gangster. I ain't want to be no thug, none of that. That's why you don't see me promote it. But I can write them shits all day long because I just know the structure of it. I told you, I'm the blueprint, man. It's in our blood. When you got a home in the hood, then your family with hood. Don't matter how the projects feel about it. Y'all actually the king and queen of that community. That's just is what it is. These days we just taught to hate each other for such a situation when it's supposed to be the opposite way around. You're supposed to honor those folks that got land and a home in a community where you don't. That way, you can get your own land at home, probably close to in the same area, next to the home. You see what I'm saying? That's what you call growing. Or you could choose to do what they did in our situation. Instead of helping me get to the top and everybody eat, and we all could have been these 5, 7, 8 years, we all could have been really, really considered kings or queens. Instead, we sitting here wondering who got to die, who got to go to prison, what they going to prison for, who slept with who, how many men, 150, 850, 2,000 men, all that. Nobody want to hear that. When the number done got up to there, I get scared. I have to ask God, but I know now the answer. How can a vessel take such a beating? Because even in my lowest of the streets, some of the stuff I had to see in these last 5 years, I never thought about doing that. And I was born and raised in the street. I ran from that kind of sight to see. Hell no. If you want to see shit like that, you need to go to school to be a doctor. Or somebody dissect people for a living or whatever. like my boy Shula King help you with that part. Shit. You gotta go see somebody else. That's a whole different profession right there. But I'm just rambling, y'all. But yeah, just telling y'all how I got out of certain situations and shit. I hope y'all like these stories. Cause I hate even bringing them up. But I'm glad to do it though. So I'm helping God out. And it's something to do. It ain't for us that I already know. It's for those that's out there and that's going through this shit. and want to know, can I really get through this shit without selling my body? You'll be amazed how many kids out there selling themselves just to get by, male or female. And they trained and taught this from their own parents. I got a message today. I don't want to know if I know who that is. I told them I ain't want to know the name. But one girl, she don't really want to know what gender she is. She can't tell. But I don't know this person though, y'all. But her mama turned her out at a young age. Imagine that. A little girl getting turned out by her own mama. I mean, I know it shouldn't sound crazy, but it do, ain't. I mean, you know, I'm always looking at the opposite, but that's amazing though, bro. I don't know how somebody can even think about treating their own child like that. But it was basically programming for some cult shit. You know how it go. But, and I think y'all try to send me a little heads up talking about you losing, you taking our money. You better go sit down somewhere. I'm taking our money back. This money y'all got over there that's actually ours. Now, ain't nobody wanting y'all money. Some of that shit is ours though. And the least you can do is get back. Shit, don't come over here with that. You was in my pocket. I was minding my damn business. Blame the group who put us in this shit. Now, take that. I told y'all I'm ready to go out like my brother Jesus Christ any day. You better know it. And you go over there and pack it up, get it ready to go. Now, I ain't over here getting ready for y'all. I ain't over here getting ready for a lover. I'm over here getting ready for God. What you talking about? I've been getting ready since I realized I need to get ready for God. Now, I'm over here doing what all y'all gonna wish you started doing a long time ago. So get the dough, get that bag though. You don't want me to get no bag no more. No, I'm telling you, if you done made over 15 grand and you ain't started a business of your own, then something wrong with you anyway on the low. So if you done made millions of dollars and you ain't got a successful business going, nope, I'm not going down that road with you. Obviously you curse, all of you. Getting the money, you spending it as fast as you getting it. It's worthless. So that's it. Anyway, peace and love out there, y'all.